Welcome to episode 41 of Garage Graveyard Gramblings. And can you believe episode 41? I've done 41 of these, blimey. Just as out of breath, though not ill. It's a long walk. And here he is. Oh, sorry. Here's Mr. John Gilbert. It's lovely to be back, actually. And there, over there, is Mr. and Mrs. Owl. And under there, Dracula, more of which later. And the brides of Dracula. And over there, of course, the privileged few in their concrete bunker. And we'll be talking, fun enough, about that in a minute too. Hello. Now, you might see I've got my cap on today in an attempt to look cool, hip and groovy, and down with the kids. Now, of course, if you wear the hat this way, then you do look cool, hip and groovy. 20 years ago, or 30, should be round that way, in which case you look like a twat. But I don't wish to look like a twat, and that way is dead out. So I'm going to wear it the cool, hip and groovy way today. Well, I'm glad we got that settled. And incidentally, this edition is tariff-free. Yes, there is no tariff. It doesn't matter where you come from, with the exception of Baffin Island. Baffin Island, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to put a 150% tariff on you watching this free video blog. Because, you know, I've got to draw the line somewhere. You know, people have been taking the piss abroad for too long now. So 150%, everyone else, they can have it free. I don't care. I'm a generous type of a bloke. So, yeah, it's tariff-free. And talking of Dracula over there, it's very early in the morning now. I've got wet feet, I've just noticed. I've just felt. The brides of Dracula and Dracula over there, because as you know, their sarcophagus is over there, buried in the laurel. Now, why am I not scared about this? Well, I'll tell you. Because, first of all, it's bright daylight, and we all know that they don't come out during the day. But secondly, I hit upon this brilliant coping mechanism. If you're ever in a graveyard or at fear of vampires, then the best thing to do is immediately sing the national anthem. They all stand to attention, stand still, and you've got time to make a sharp getaway. A bit like it used to be in the cinema at the end of the film, when they used to put the national anthem on and everybody falling over themselves, trying to get out of the theatre before they got caught not standing. But it works with vampires, and of course, if you're in Transylvania, in Romania, probably best to sing the Romanian national anthem, although I doubt it. And the reason is because, have you seen the lyrics to the Romanian national anthem? Curiously appropriate for Transylvania, I think. No disrespect to Romania, but I'm going there on my little holiday in June to Transylvania. My sister-in-law's coming over from Australia, and she's hysterical if you take her to anything horror-related. And we took her to this Halloween horror night thing over in East Grinstead. And she screamed her tits off throughout the entire thing. It was hysterical. So when she comes over, we always do a little city breakaway somewhere, and we don't tell her where we're going. So shh, secret, just between you and me. Well, nobody watches this anyway, but just between you and me, don't tell her. If she phones you, deny everything. But me and the wife were talking, and we thought, where can we take her? And we decided to take her somewhere where she could truly relax for 3 days. So we're taking her to Dracula's castle in Transylvania. Oh, how we laughed until we stopped. And so, yeah, there you go. Transylvania, that's the way to do it. Sing the national anthem, everybody stands. Actually, I quite like the idea of, thank you to dear old Spike Milligan, bless his heart, who also had an obsession about the national anthem, and about singing it in places where you would make people stand up. And I quite like the idea of doing that on the bus to Rye. Take a little smart speaker with you. Oh, what about if you're on a train and you want a seat and there's none there? Just take a little smart speaker with you, play the national anthem, and then those of a certain age will stand up and you can nick in and take their seats. Any roader. What else have you got? Oh, yes, of course. Talking of the unrisen dead, or the risen dead, the latest Pope news. It's all right. It's quite safe to talk about this because this God shop behind me is a different brand. Yeah, they're not the same brand, but the latest Pope news. Well, I feel kind of a bit out of it seeing this all play out over here because once upon a time, a few years back, I was working in Italy on the commissioning of the Rome to Naples high-speed train line. No, I really was. No, I was, I tell you. And of course, if I'd ever published this book which I've written, which has got the whole story in it, you'd have known all this. But unfortunately, I've shelved it. So you're never going to know, apart from what I divulge on here. So I was working on the Rome to Naples high-speed line, when all of a sudden, and out of nowhere, Pope John Paul II decided to croak. And during the time I was there, the conclave, you know, the people that were in that film with Rafe Fiennes, they voted for a new pope, you see. And I was with a party of Italians who were looking after us from Italian State Railways, and the talk was, who's going to win? You know, just as it is right now. And my goodness me, you could have blown the froth off my cappuccino when we found out it was Cardinale Ratzinger. And I got to, the thing is, I loved that name, Ratzinger, because you can't really say, every time you say it, it becomes more and more dramatic until you end up with Il Cardinale Ratzinger. And, I even had the Italians saying it that way by the time we'd finished with it, by the time the white smoke went up. And in fact, actually, we were coming into Roma Termini station from Anagni, where I was working, and the smoke went up while we were pulling into the station. At least I think that's what it was. And of course, they had Cardinale Ratzinger for a while, until he gave up the ghost. Was he one of the ones they had stuffed? Did you know that, incidentally? Yeah, when the popes pass on, and you know all that filing past they're doing at the moment and getting their cameras out and doing disrespectful stuff like that. Perish the thought about saying anything disrespectful. But they don't have to do that because they have them stuffed after they're finished with, and the ones they're not too keen on, they put on display. I know, I've seen it. I went to St. Peter's, queued up, paid me 30 quid, got in to see a stuffed pope amongst the rather tatty decor in there. They've got terrible wallpaper in there. And then they've got this pope, this old pope, and he's well stuffed and he's in a glass sort of case, glass coffin to stop him getting out at night. And you can take as many pictures as you want of him. Yeah. So, job done. And I've no doubt that when this one's, I suppose he's up there by now. I don't know how long that takes. But anyway, well, if it's by high speed line, probably quite quick. So you can go there, take photos to your heart's delight once they've had him horse-haired. Now, what else have we got? So that's the Pope done, the Pope news. We've done Dracula. The only thing we haven't done that I wanted to mention in this, we've done tariffs, that I haven't mentioned in this one is barbershops. I'm sorry, I have to mention this, because on a shopping trip to Hastings the other day, I noticed that all of a sudden, practically over the weekend, over Easter weekend, every single shop in Hastings had been converted into a barber shop. Even Marx's is now a barber shop. Now, what the hell incarnation's going on there? I'll go there to get me Tom Hiddleston faggot with dumpling thing speciality range in Marx's and find the bloody place has turned into a barber shop. They're everywhere. Oh, look, a barber shop. Oh, look, a barber shop. Oh, look, a barber shop, etc. And I'm not likely to need a barber shop, am I? Dickhead or not. But there's something funny going on here. And if you ask me, it's to do... Somebody told me it was to do with money laundering. Ironing money? I don't know. Shaving money? I don't know. What's going on there? But anyway, is your town centre turning into a barber shop? I reckon it is. What can we do about it? Well, I don't know. What can you do about these things? Vote them out, I suppose, or better still, put a tariff on it. Because if anything's going to kill off an industry, it'll be a tariff. And on that note, I shall simply shut up and wish you a happy... Oh, by the way, episode 42 is going to be from a special location. Shh, don't say anything. And salute.